Hello, I'm John Murray, your Halifax Realtor, and if you're watching this, it means you found my channel, so I want to thank you for tuning in. Now, I wanted to make a video just to talk a little bit. I want to introduce myself. I want to talk about my relocation story back here to Halifax and why it's relevant to my channel. I'm going to explain why I made the channel and also what you can expect from the channel. And I'm going to try and keep it as short as I can so you actually tune in and listen to the whole thing. Now, I'm 41 years old. It's the beginning of March 2026. I'm going to admit starting a YouTube channel at this age is a bit of a challenge, is what I would say. So if I look a little awkward on camera, I just want to let you know I'm getting better at it, but I'm not trying to be too polished here. I just want to be authentic and help you, the viewer, with what I have in mind for the channel. So in saying that, my channel is kind of twofold. One, I visit all the development areas all around the city. On average, more than 21 people per day moved to Halifax last year. That includes people going out and people going in. That means we still have a huge influx of people. Now, for a city like Toronto, that number wouldn't appear very big, but for a city of our size here in Halifax, it's actually pretty substantial. So there's new development happening everywhere. Now, while I'm visiting these developments, I want to educate you a little bit about why it might be good for you or not good for you, depending on what you're looking for. I'll mention the school catchments while I'm out there and try and give you a little more information. I don't want to talk too long in the video, so if you're ever looking for more information, you can always reach out to me. Now, what I do there is I give full independent walkthrough tours of all the new construction going up. I have great relationships with the builders and their agents that allow me to get in to give you tours. I don't represent any of the builders on my channel, okay? I want to be clear about that. I'm doing this as I want to provide value to you, because I find when I have buyers looking into new construction, a lot of the time there's no finished model available. We're looking at facsimile photographs. Sometimes there's old 3D walkthroughs, but there's nothing I can sit down with a glass of wine and actually walk through the property because I can't physically walk through it. My goal is to have a catalog here that you can see from each builder with each model that you can refer to. Go back, sit and watch and see what you like about the models. Even if they're not currently ready to move into, you can always give me a call. Hey, John, I like this model by this builder. Where can I get it? Where's it being built next? That's the goal here. Now, a little bit about me. I grew up in New Glasgow. That's an hour and a half northeast of Halifax here. I graduated high school in 2003. Oh my gosh, I'm getting old. 2003, I went off to Wilfrid Laurier in Ontario for a few years. I wanted to get out and just kind of see what some bigger areas of Canada were like. I eventually got homesick, so I decided to finish off school at Acadia University here in Nova Scotia. But then, of course, I graduated and I was, what do I do next? So I moved to Korea to teach English for 1 year. And if you fast forward 13 years later, I finally moved home. So a little bit about that, I'm going to backtrack just a little bit. So I always had the goal to come back and get into real estate. I knew, I would say a few years after I graduated, that that's what I wanted to do, but I was enjoying my time overseas. So I got married. My wife is from South Korea. She moved back with me and my dog. We moved back in 2022. As you can see, the harbor behind me, we still don't know what neighborhood we want to live in. We're living downtown. So when I am visiting some of these neighborhoods, I'm driving from, you couldn't be more downtown than where I'm at. So I'm going to be kind of going through the commute times while I'm out there as well, because I have to drive there from here. You also notice that I'm not in some fancy suit. I'm not trying to show off to you. I dress comfortably. I'm going to be wearing Lulu or Aloe or something comfortable. If you're looking for a realtor that's wearing a three-piece suit and trying to be flashy, I'm probably not your person. In saying that, I want to be authentic and I hope you get value from this channel. So I'm going to be honest with you. Being away for so long and moving back to Halifax, it's not like I remember it. Canada has changed a lot, and I don't think that's just here. I think it's everywhere. Some of the difficulties we've had moving back, especially for my wife because she's not from here originally. So living in, if you're somewhere in Ontario or BC or anywhere else that's like, why do I really want to move to Nova Scotia or do I not? Well, I can't answer that for you, but I can help kind of share my experience from it. Because trust me, I know. While living in Korea, I was paying just under 4% income tax. The healthcare system there is top 2 or top 3 in the world. You pay out of your paycheck, about $120 a month is what I was paying, but you have access to everything. If you need an MRI or an X-ray, or you need to see a dermatologist, you can get in the same day or the next day. You pay maybe $5 to $10 out of pocket. It's incredible. They have great public transport. It's a city of 25 million people in Seoul. There's all kinds of things to do. There's no tipping. You go out to a restaurant, you can get a full belly full of food, have drinks, spend hours there. You've spent maybe $30 or $40. So trust me when I say moving back to here to Canada, I know what it's like to relocate and the stresses of it. Now, I'm not a salesperson. I am a realtor. Technically, I'm a salesperson. I don't like to think of myself that way because I'd be lying if I told you, move to Halifax, you're gonna love it. It's amazing. I can't promise you that you're gonna like it here. There's gonna be things that are difficult. It is a smaller community. Connections do matter. You're gonna have to make an effort to get involved. If you go move into a house and sit in your house, you're obviously not gonna make friends. You gotta kind of find ways to get involved with the community, depending on what you're looking for. I think it'd be easier if you have kids, or you have kids the same age, you have more of a chance to meet people. I'm very outgoing, but even I've struggled at this. I find everyone's so tight networked here, especially in my industry. When I get in, I found it hard to get partnerships at the beginning. It took me some time. I'm well established now, but I still have challenges with it, just because so many connections are deep rooted. But that's like anywhere, it's what you put into it. Now, if you're looking to be close to the city, you're going to be in more dense developments. If you're looking for more space, obviously that's going to push you a little further out of the city. But commute times are typically pretty good. Some areas will get bottlenecked. I'll talk about that in my videos, not in this video for sure. Given that I'm 41, I wanted a bit of a slower pace of life. That's why I moved back. So if you're looking for a city with like crazy nightlife and all kinds of different restaurants and everything, well, we do have great restaurants here. We're not Toronto, right? So if you're younger and looking for more excitement, this might not be the best area for you. But if you're okay with just a little bit of a smaller area, Halifax can be a great fit for you. I don't know quite what I wanted to say next, but it's probably that, as you can see, I'm sitting in my apartment building. This is not my apartment, this is the lounge. We have yet to decide on a neighborhood that suits us. Part of it's because we had to come back to Canada and get restarted, which takes some time. But we're still trying, we've lived here for 4 years and we're still trying to figure out what area suits us best. So anyway, I think I've been rambling on enough. I hope you got the goal of what my channel is trying to accomplish here. I'm here to provide value to you. This channel is not about me. It's about giving you information. And my number will always be on screen. I'd be honored to have a conversation with you. If you have any questions about moving to Nova Scotia, I'm gonna give you the raw truth. I'm gonna tell you what I like, what I don't like, and I will openly answer any of your questions because I'm not representing any of these tours that I'm going through. I'm here as an independent voice. So with that said, I hope you reach out and enjoy my channel.